day.
Oh, okay.
So she got a hold of me and I said, no problem.
That's just fine. That's just fine. All right. Well, we will get down to brass tacks then, talk about Mad Mimi. I use it. I love it. And I'm going to turn it over to Allison and have her share all her wisdom on it. So go, Allison.
All right. So Mad Mimi is essentially an application that you take all of your customers' contacts that you'll have on the workstation. I'm going to show you how to do that. And you port them over to Mad Mimi. Now, when you first start, it's quite inexpensive because you pay by how many people are on your list. But what is different from just sending a mass email to customers, maybe through the workstation, is it's interactive. So you can create a nice newsletter with pictures of all the products. And if your customer clicks on the product, it'll take them right to the product on your PWS, right? So for me, with customers that aren't local to me, I send that out. They look at it and go, oh, I'd like one of those. Click on it, takes them right to my PWS. They place the order. So it's great in that aspect. Scentsy is amazing when you first start, though. As long as you're putting all of your contact information of your clients onto the workstation, you're going to end up, if you see, you get those emails like the newsletter is going to come out soon and you can tailor it. So Scentsy does send out a newsletter that is interactive, that has the link that'll go to your personal website. This just takes it a little further. You can customize it that much more. You can create your own little, I don't want to say sales, but sometimes I'll just, if it's a quiet couple weeks, I mean, we've been crazy with limited time offerings because it's been the holidays, but sometimes I'll just, do a whole newsletter on Scentsy wall fans, diffusers and pods, and or just a whole section on, hey, look at all of our body products. Things that, again, I know when I'm quite a shopper and I won't in my mind be thinking I'm going to buy anything. And then I'll get an email from some company and I'll click it open and then I'll be like, oh, I'd like one of those. But if I hadn't got that email, I wouldn't have pulled the trigger and bought. And so that's what's great about Mad Mimi. So we'll get started. Now, the first thing I'm going to, so share screen. So is that where I click on share screen? Okay. Okay. So now I haven't done this before. So now where do I go to show my other screen? I have two monitors. So Molly, when I go to share screen, do I share the screen?
What it does for me is it pops up like where I want to share to, if I have if I'm using
okay,
my workstation. Okay.
I got it. Let's try this. Sorry, I didn't hit it, I guess, hard enough. Okay. So can you guys see my screen or just me?
Yep.
Yes.
We can see it.
You can see the workstation?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Okay, so here's the workstation. I've already gone in and I've signed in and I went into contacts. Okay. So then you go into the contact section. Okay. Okay, so here's the thing. We do get new contacts, for the, I guess it's, I don't think it's monthly because I've got 211 new contacts. So that's probably since maybe the last time I updated it, or I'm not sure how often you get the new contacts, but this is what I do. I don't go that route. I just put everybody. And the reason why is when you import your lists into Mad Mimi, anybody that's a duplicate, they're going to take them out anyway. Okay. So, because what I'm doing is I'm porting my list of all my customers' info over to Mad Mimi. Well, not all of their info, but their name and their email. Okay. And I guess if you were going to use this application and you were going to text people, then you would do the phone number, but I don't do that. I just send emails, but I think they have it set up. You can do text now. I've just never done it. So I go and I highlight everyone here. And then if you look in this little section, see how it says export to Excel? On your computers, you'll have Excel as part of your Microsoft Office. Now, if you have Apple, Molly, you have an Apple computer, right? But does Apple just have Excel in it?
We don't have Excel unless you purchase it. but I do it to my like numbers or whatever, and
Okay.
then convert it and send it over to,
Okay.
I use Google Sheets.
Okay. All right. And so, and another thing, I was talking to Tina Winkleman, happened to come visit me today. And when she used to do it, she actually just copy and pasted all the emails. So there's many ways you can transfer your contacts. Like if you only have 5 or 6 contacts to transfer, you could totally do them one at a time. You can copy and paste them. But if you have a large amount, you highlight all your customers like this, you hit the export to Excel, and then you'll see it'll pop up. So see here in the corner, export zip. And when I click on that, where'd it go? Oh, it disappeared. When I click on the export, I click on it and it'll bring up an Excel spreadsheet. And then from there, I will save it. I will delete the information I don't want. I will save the email in that. And then the next step is I go into my Mad Mimi and I'm going to upload my audience. So let's go to that now. And I'll show you guys, because mainly I want to show you how Mad Mimi works, but I just wanted to show you how it fits in with the workstation. If any of you decide to go ahead and use it, I can always walk you through and help you. So this is Mad Mimi. It says, you know, simply lovely email, simply and beautiful email marketing, social network, CRMs, and lots more easy integrations, all you need. So I'm going to show you because it's super user friendly, because I'm by no means very technically inclined. So let me get signed in here. Just hold on a minute. Log in, log in. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So this is where I make my little, they're called promotions that I send out to my customers. A lot of times I don't create the wheel. I just copy what's on the workstation. I don't, you know, deviate too far outside of that, except the odd pictures that I like. So when you get into this, and you would have to sign in and set up your name and your email. And I believe you might get it free as long as you only have so many, but then I think it gets to a point you do have to pay, or you'll get a trial. Okay. I've had it for so long, I can't remember how that works, but so when you sign in here, this is where it says promotions audience. So you click on audience. Okay. And this is where I import my list. Okay. And so right here is where you would say add contacts or export. And again, Mad Mimi's great. So if you were having any issues doing it, they have great like technical support. They'll help you. Like I've back when I first started, like they were great to help me, but I can help you as well. So this is where I sort of import all my lists. So every so often I will go and import however many new customers I have that have bought off me that I haven't put on my email yet. Okay. So that's sort of the whole, you know, import everybody. So let me show you promotions and how it all works as far as, I'm going to show you, I'm going to create one while you guys are with me right now. I'm going to create one for the Bring Back My Bar, because I haven't sent one yet. But before I do that, I'll show you the last one. So like the last one I did, I guess was, oh, well, it was the sale. So let me pull it up here. Come on. My computer's so slow today. Holy jumpins. Crazy. Let's see if I can shut that. Shut that. Shut that. Why is it so slow? Okay. So this is where, you know, I put the picture in the top, which the company gave us. I put Scentsy one-day flash sale. You know, again, I just put what the workstation has. Shop flash sale. I found this picture online that looked nice. So pretty much you can put in hidden links. Like if I clicked on that, it took me to the party that I opened for my customers. Okay. If I clicked on that, it took me to the party I opened. So again, this way it gets customers to just easily get right to where they need to be. So for me, instead of sending them right to the clearance section, I opened a party. And the reason I do that is so that my customers automatically shop through the party, even though they don't even know. Okay, it's like I'm sending them in the right direction I want them to go, so they go in through the party. So then they click on here, and then it takes them to the clearance section. They shop, then I get the credit for all the orders, which gets me all the free and half price stuff, which I use either to try to, if I have a good party, I'll try to roll somebody over into signing up with one of the like hostess kits. So that is that. So like, that's just, that was just, okay, hold on a minute. Let me get back out of here. So that was like one promotion, nothing too special. I don't, you know, I don't make it too personalized. I try to, so here's what I do, like on a flash sale or something coming, I send one early and then I send right when the sale starts. So I would have sent one the day before to give people a heads up, like, hey, heads up, there's a sale coming tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And so I add other stuff because some people, when I send this, will just shop. So I, you know, I put a link to the Mickey Mouse warmer and then one for the warmer of the month. And then I always try to personalize it. This was a funny picture we just took of my family that I try to like customize it so my customers know they're supporting a small business. And yeah, so again, I'm going to show you how to make one now, but it's super, super user friendly. Super user friendly. Okay, so I'm going to go back to promotions. And I'm going to show you guys how you create something. So compose is when you're going to make a new one. Okay. And there's different kinds. You can do a sales promotion, an event invitation, build your own, traditional newsletter. I always use the sales promotion. So I click on it. Okay. And it gives me a blank template. Okay. So, and when you go into styles, you can choose different styles and it automatically is done for you with different size fonts, different lettering, different color background. You can also customize it yourself, but the styles are there to choose from. So like Christmas, I've been using like Fuzzy Fire and I don't know, like a couple of them I've been using because I like the coloring, right? So, but a lot of times I deal with the style after. First, I just get the content. So what I do is I would go back to the workstation. I would go down to news. Okay. I would go to, where's our bring back my bar? Okay. So bring back my bar. So like, see that bring back my bar winners. I'll right away save that to my computer. Okay. Oh, I already had it. Okay. So then I go back to promotion. Right away, I just go into images. I click on like a little box to upload. I'm going to upload my images. Now, where is it here?
At the very top, Allison.
Oh, there it is. Thank you. It just appeared. Thank you, darling. Okay. So then see how it uploads right here? And then I just slide it over, bing, and drop it in. Okay, so like it's super, super user-friendly, easy, or I wouldn't be able to do it. It's not technical at all. It's almost so easy that I've stuck with this because a lot of people have switched to, I think there's Project Broadcast, which I think does a lot more tech stuff, but I think there's a couple other companies that some of my leaders have switched to, but I just find this so easy and user-friendly. And maybe it doesn't look as professional as some, but I kind of like that because I want them, you know, it is a small business. It's my small business. I want it to look, you know, like maybe I made it, that it wasn't, you know, some big company sending it to them, you know? So I particularly love this, Mad Mimi. So then I'll go to like, prepare now for Bring Back My Bar sales with Bring Back My Bar bundle. So I wouldn't post that, but I would post like Bring Back My Bar winners. So then I would just go to here and type in, you know, I don't know, something like, I'll have to play with it, but Bring Back My Bar winners will soon be available. I don't know, something. And then, again, whatever is already, I try to stick to sort of, to a degree, like, the wait is almost over. Like a lot of times I'll take what they've already written and I'll just change it a bit, but it'll put, when they're available kind of thing. Let's see what we got here. I don't want any of that because it's to do with the bundle. So be sure to bring back my bar report. Edit promotion. Okay, so these are where, like, so they give you spots to put pictures and things like that. Like they kind of set it up for you and then you can tailor it. But if you go to the bottom here, this is where you can pick to put a picture and words. Okay, or words in a picture, or just words, or just a picture, or just your header, or a button. So see these buttons? So again, it's very user friendly. You just click on something and you bring it up here and you fill it out. Or let's say you want it at the top, you can drag it up to the top. Okay, so again, it gives you templates you can already fill in that are made, or you can just sort of tailor it and set it up, but very, very easy to use. So where this was images, you can say, no, I want that to be text. And then I copy and paste sort of the text I just had from the workstation. And then I just sort of tailor it. The Bring Back My Bar bundle will be available. January 1st. All 25 fragrances will be available individually for you. So I just kind of take stuff out to purchase starting at 1 p.m. January 1st on my website. So again, you're just making it because it's customers that are going to read it, right? So you're just tailoring it to your customers. Let them know now so they'll be ready to stock up, and add them. So then I would change that to put something like, just so you know, that you can stock up and add them to Scentsy Club subscription plus an additional 10 bars. So again, I don't try to change it too much. I just try to like tailor it to what I want. And then this is where the start shopping. So this one I'm going to send will be before. So the start shopping, I would just open a party. That'll probably just be like December online orders party for now, because that customers, because right now, if they click on this, when I send it tomorrow, they might just shop for anything. I won't put like shop for Bring Back My Bar until January 1st. Then I'll tailor it and I'll send it again. I'll go in and edit the same one and I'll resend it, but it'll be for, things that are now. And then because this is just a heads up, like I'll put a list of all the bars. I'll go find a picture. There's always, you see people doing posts. If you go onto Pinterest, or even just search like Google Scentsy, January 2022, Bring Back My Bar, people make beautiful pictures. And I'll just go and get one that has the list of everything and, upload it and put it into my email. Or if the company has one, again, sky's the limit. You can do anything you want. I always make sure the bottom I put like a thank you with my contact info. The main reason I do this is one, so I can contact my customers whenever I want to like promote sales, but also to make it very easy for them to just click on. Like right now, I'm sure I have tons of customers that have no idea Bring Back My Bar is coming. So I'm going to send that and give them a heads up, and I'll put a list of like, give me a sec here and see if I can find an old one. Give me a second, I'll find one I've already done in the past, because trying to make one while you guys are all watching is daunting. Okay, hold on. Let me find one I've done in the past here, because I don't always delete them. Let me see if I can find one. Okay, so here's one, like, when was this from? So this was from June I don't know if it was this year, June. Let's pull it up here. So this is one I made, like, I have gotten better at it, but this is one, we'll wait till it loads, I would have made before. Yeah, so this is one I made that somebody would have made this graphic. Bring back my bar, June 2020. So there was the list. So that was a whole picture I put on the top. I picked the background pink. You know, bring back my bar 2020, available now. The wait is over. The top 25 fragrances Scentsy fans selected in the most recent round of Bring Back My Bar voting will be available to purchase the entire month of June. And then I would have found these descriptions. So I uploaded all these descriptions and I put them in here so that my customers can be like, oh my God, I loved that fuzzy blanket. I'm going to order that, you know? And so, you know, and then that would have been, then I always try to upsell. So besides whatever I'm going to put in Mad Mimi, I'm going to add other stuff too, because there might be somebody that isn't interested in the Bring Back My Bar, but they might see something. They might have saw that June warmer and was like, that's awesome, I want it. So then I'm sure if you clicked on it, it probably took you right to it. Okay. So, and then I put the price in that, Summer Nights Warmer. So, and back then I didn't even put, like, besides my Scentsy Allison Payne scented warming, I didn't even put a thank you. So I've gotten better at tailoring them over time. But again, it's just like, I might even take this one. I like the whole outline of this. So I might, you know, copy and paste this and change the year and just sort of use it again. That's the thing. Like, a lot of times with these promotions, some of them, like the sales ones, I'll change what sale it is, but some of them you can use the same stuff because you've already made it and it's from like a year or two ago. So, so that's sort of that. When it comes, you guys, I can still go on, but do you guys have any questions right now you're thinking to ask?
Just how we would import our shopping link.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Okay, thank you. You're so smart. I didn't even think to show you guys that. Okay, so let's go back to one that's got a better thing. Okay, so let's go Scentsy December new releases. So what happens is there's a tiny little link button on every place, on everything. So, so I'm going to go edit promotion. So when I go back to edit promotion, it puts you back into this screen. So see, see this picture here, see this little thing, you can put in your link address. Okay, so let me just, I'm going to add something and I'll show you how you would do it new. So let's say I'm going to add something here and there's my picture. Okay, and right away I drag, let's just grab something here. So let's say we had these trees. So I drag these trees here and then there's the trees. See the little pencil right away, link image to, that's where you'd put your address bar to your PWS party, or if you wanted them to go right to the spot on your PWS, you just copy and paste it there. And then your image caption is where you would write, you know, shop all aglow collection. Okay, so super user friendly. And every single thing lets you put in. So let me show you how this works. So the picture was really self-explanatory with the little pencil, but on the wording, as soon as I click on the wording, see that little symbol right there? That little symbol is for an insert. So you click on that and right away, the link should say, when clicked, the link should lead to. Okay, so it's just right there. And then other things on the wording. So that gives you a cap, like that changes it to a heading. Okay, these will give you bullets. This you can choose if you want everything centered or if you want it left or right. This would be to bold it, to italic it, and I'm not sure what that's for. Name, do you know what this is, Molly? The little skull. It came up names.
I don't recognize that skull.
Hello, yeah, I don't know what that is. I've never used it. So I don't know if it's something that you can always already enter your information and just put it in or what? But I've never,
I don't know.
I don't even know if it is a skull. It looks like a little face with a hat. I don't know what it is, but I've never used it. I've never had to use it for anything.
Me
But I
neither.
do sometimes center my words. So if I like typed a bunch of stuff and then like this, if I had this and then I wanted to, well, that's a section header, but let's say I changed it to text, and I didn't want it, like you can turn around and you can center it. That was already centered, I guess. But let's say I wrote a bunch of stuff and you wanted it centered, then you'd hit center. So it's kind of like Microsoft Word as far as a lot of the prompts are the same stuff. And again, it's just, I didn't have anyone teach me this. I just sort of, it was actually Sean and Wendy Robinson. I'd reached out to Wendy and said, you know, what else can I do to sort of up my sales and that? And that's when she said, well, we use Mad Mimi. So she said, why don't you give it a try? So when I first pulled it up, it just was trial and error. It took me a while to figure out, you know, how to upload pictures and set up my text. But it's quite easy. So let's say you get this all built. This is all ready to go. And then I go into styles. Okay. So this is where you have to remember the styles, it changes the wording and everything. So if you pick something, see how the wording changed on that, or this one, or this one. So it changes the background. It changes your bottom header color. Just let me get to the bottom header color. It changes this bottom bar. It changes the very top. And then there's a spot to drag and put in your little logo or Scentsy, the little Scentsy logo. Oops. So anyway, but you can also tailor it. So let's say I really liked classics, except I didn't like the buttons bright red. Then you would go into the little crayon next to classics. And this is where you can change anything. You can change your button colors. You can change the background. Okay. You can change the color of the footer, the text. You can take the text and you can take like, there's your section title and your heading, but then there's like your text. Let's say I wanted it bigger. So then I would go like that and I can make it bigger. So again, anything you want to do, you can change your style. It's kind of nice that they have these already created for you, because if you're in a hurry and you don't want to, you don't want to spend days creating a promotion, right? Like I want to go in, take an hour, put it together. Then after I put it together, I make sure to check all the links, because I don't know how many times I have messed up a link. And the last thing I want is 100 customers trying to get into a link and I've done it wrong. So you want to always go in after, double check all your links, check all your spelling, because they don't have spell check. Make sure everything is like good. And then that's when it's time to send it. Okay. So now to send it. So let me show you how that goes. So let's say I was ready to send this and it's ready to go. So then I would go to continue. Okay, it takes me to this screen. So here's my entire audience of people that you can hit include, and there's the entire audience. Or if I wanted to, I don't know how I ended up having I think once I had my downline once when there were 78. I don't know how it got included in there. I always exclude it now, but somehow it got added in there. And then these are all the contacts I've updated like over time. But if you just do include entire audience, it's like everybody except I exclude my downline, because I should get Matt to somehow go in and remove those. But anyway, you do that. So you see the header is good, or the subject on this is new Star Wars buddy clips, entire audience. Then I go continue. It's got my information, my email, the subject. Now, this is where, if I've already sent it once, then I will put don't send to people who have already received it. Or I don't ever do disable click tracking or disable click, because I sometimes like to see how many people open my email. So I don't touch those. But here's something I do use. See where it says second send? So let's say I send out this promotion, and I know with my emails I get, and a lot of them go to my spam, I might miss something. So I will do a second send and you just change the name of it. So it was like new Star Wars buddy clips. Then I'd put like, you know, new Star Wars products, check out new Star Wars products, just some other title. So what it does is it sends it out the first time to everybody. And if somebody didn't open it in 72 hours, which there's a lot of people that don't open it in 72 hours, it sends it again to you. It sends it again to them, but with a new subject line. So it looks like they're getting a second, they are getting a second email. And you'd be surprised how many times I will send it out and I'll get some sales, but then I'll do that second send will go out 72 hours later and I'll get a whole bunch of more sales because some people will just happen to be checking their emails. Maybe they weren't 72 hours ago, but they are now, right? So it's a great feature. And again, if somebody already clicked and opened it the first time, they're not going to get that email, that second email. Okay. Mad Mimi does all that for you. And then do you see below how it says Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Pinterest, LinkedIn? So you can add all of your stuff, your social avenues. I'll be honest, I don't use Twitter. I don't use Google+. I tried using Pinterest for a while. I'm still working on that. And I think I have a LinkedIn on my Instagram, like so people can find my stuff, but I don't have it linked to that. I pretty much just have it linked to my Facebook sales group. And so whenever I post, so I like that because if I send a Mad Mimi for, let's say, a flash sale and it's got the link right into my party, it also sends it to my Facebook. So then my Facebook customers also can click on it, see the Mad Mimi, click in and go into my sales, into the sales group that I've created. Okay. So that's sort of that link. And then pretty much after that, you just hit send, which I'm not going to do because I'm not sending that, but it's pretty much, it's as easy as that. So here's another thing that's great, send later. So if I'm really organized, like tomorrow, I'll sit down and make that bring back my bar and I'll go find probably, I have a bunch of pictures that have 2 on a page with their descriptions of all the bars. So I'll probably put all the descriptions and all the things in there. So what I'll do is I will send it once tomorrow, which will be on the 22nd, saying heads up, January 1st, bring back my bars coming. Are any of these your favorites? Also, there's an extra 10 that are available, but you have to, put it in Scentsy Club, which means I'm going to have to do a whole spiel on Scentsy Club and how it works and all that for people, because they're going to ask. So I'll send it once, then I'll go back and there's a way that you hit, so there's a way that you go back in to your promotion. Let me show you. And you hit clone. So see this promotion here? So I'll hit clone and it makes me another one. It's the exact same one. It's the exact same thing, but it's another copy of it. And what I do is I go back into the clone one and everything that's like January 1st, I'm going to go in and change it to bring back my bar available now. Okay. So I'll change and I'll probably create another party link that's like bring back my bar online orders or bring back my bar orders. And I will then schedule, so you can schedule a send. So then I'll go in and I'll see right here where it says schedule. I will schedule it for January 1st at 3 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. If that's when they're releasing them, I think I'll have to go look on the workstation, but I think it is. And I will schedule it now. So on the 1st, I don't even have to think about it. I've already scheduled it all. It's scheduled, it's done. Mad Mimi will email it to my customers. I don't have to do any of that. I can concentrate on, other things with my business. So that's what's nice too, is you can create everything ahead of time and schedule it all. And so if you were really creative, you could create a whole bunch of different ones, for all the different products, like Christmas products that came out over the holidays. You could schedule one, so you could send one like, if you don't want to send too many, but I don't know if any of you guys are subscribed to like Old Navy, but you know how many Old Navy emails I get? So I, of course, don't use them, but my children like Bath and Body Works, even though I sell Scentsy. Do you know how many of those Bath and Body Work emails come to my home computer? Like you get you get so many emails from companies. So for me to once a week send an email out to my customers, to me isn't a lot during the holidays and festive time, because we have so many product releases constantly. I don't feel like I'm inundating people, nor do I rarely get somebody that says, wow, you send me too many. And it is very professional. So let me show you this. So let's say a customer gets their promotion. They go down to the bottom, and just like any company, you just go down to the bottom and hit unsubscribe. See the unsubscribe right there? They can totally unsubscribe, or they can forward it to a friend. And this also, Mad Mimi is also, whatever technical things you need to do, it's also made to fit on a phone. So if you have a customer that doesn't have a home computer, but they do everything on their phone and check their email on their phone, when they go into their email on their phone and pull up my promotion, it looks perfect. It's not like it only looks good on a computer and not on a cell phone, which there has to be something that like adapts and changes it, which is obviously within their application. So, yeah. So, I mean, a customer can look at the email right on their phone, click on the link, it takes them right to my PWS to shop. When it comes to selling online, I would sell a lot. So when I would do advertising online, you can choose if you want mobile or desktop. And I'll tell you, it's funny. So 55, 60 and up use mostly mobile. So when I would advertise mostly on mobile, that was the demographic of my customers are always, I would get a lot of, over 50. And when I advertise on mobile, you get mostly that and younger. And then you do get a good group of people that use iPads, like seniors that don't have a home computer, but they use an iPad. And iPads are tough because I don't know if you guys know this, but sometimes when they go to use their iPad and shop on the PWS, things don't work the same. Stuff doesn't come up the same for them to click on. I don't know how many times I've had customers reach out and they're like, I can't get it to save in the basket. And I'm like, are you using an Apple iPad? And they're like, yes. And I'm like, yep. That somehow something doesn't seem to like work. I don't know, with Scentsy's PWS, with the Apple iPad, with some things anyway, or it doesn't show on the screen, or I don't know, but anyway, it's funny. It just depends on who's using what. But when it comes to Mad Mimi, if they open it up on their phone or their iPad or their computer, it's all going to show properly. Okay, so I'm going to stop the screen share here and go back. There we go. So if you guys have any questions or there's anything you guys want me to show you, hopefully I didn't leave out anything. Molly, if you've got stuff you've used that I haven't, please jump in.
Sorry, I was looking for my unmute button for a second there. No, that's pretty much everything. Yeah, I do. And you even taught me a couple of things that I didn't do, just because it's so user friendly that you can use it as basic as possible. I mean, I will, like on Friday when that 50% off sale was, they were adding more stuff to clearance, I clicked an email in a half an hour to send out to my customers. It can be super stupid simple. Yeah. The only thing I might add that I don't know if you said already or not, is like I always go back and constantly hit save after I add like another blurb, because I have been known that it'll like my computer will shut down, or like I'll hit something stupid, or I'll hit back and then I didn't save anything and I have to go and redo it all over again. So I'm always constantly hitting save.
Hit save. I've done that. I've created a whole promotion. I didn't hit save in the top. And then I went out and came in and I lost it all. And I was like, no, but it doesn't happen too often. Carrie, I saw your question about, what was your question? I just drew a blank again.
Should we include the Scentsy logo on each one that we make?
So it took me a bit to figure out how to like go up there and put that logo, but now when I do, it comes up every time. I think it is a good idea. I think you definitely have to say independent Scentsy consultant on there somewhere. It doesn't say you have to have the logo, but I think it's a good idea. I think it's a great idea.
Myself, I went on Canva and made like a picture / like like business card for the bottom that I always throw at the bottom that has my contact
nice.
information, and it has a picture of me and my family. Like you said, you want to show them who they're buying from. And then it also has that Scentsy independent consultant logo on it too, just to cover your butt.
Yeah. So,
And so that's always in my like
Yeah.
pictures. Okay. Yeah. And I always throw mine at the bottom because I like to have a picture of like the main hot thing that it's going to sell right at the top. So that way, like they open their email and bam, it's there. But that's just, again, difference of opinion. But yeah, so I have that in there. So I always throw it at the bottom, and that way it's covered. I have my information there, and I change it maybe every 6 months if there's a new picture of my kids, because right now they're growing so fast that like I like to keep it updated. So
yeah, I mean, as long as you got your name on it and everything, the main thing you never wanted, what Scentsy doesn't want is for you to look like your Scentsy.com. And that's why, like, when it comes to having external websites, you have to have a little thing that says like, this is not a registered Scentsy website on it. But with these, no, because it is just messages you're sending your customers, you definitely want to put your information on it, but there isn't anything that says the logo has to be at the top or whatever, but it needs to say independent Scentsy consultant. But I think it's a nice touch to have it. And the logos you can get right off the workstation. If you put in Scentsy logo, they pop right up. Copy and paste it to your phone or your computer and then pop it in there. No problem.
The nice part about doing something like this, you guys, is this is a great place to share if you have like extra stock you want to get rid of and you're willing to ship it to people and that type of thing. This is a great place to share. Like right now, I'm getting ready to send out my thank you emails, and I'm sending out my thank you mail. And I just made this little blurb on Canva that says, thanks for supporting our family this holiday season. Mention this coupon to me and you get $5 off a $30 order or more. But I say on here, the orders must be placed directly through me, not through my website, because I want them to contact me. But these are things that you cannot share on social media, but you can share it in a private email. So this is another great way to like get that return business, that repeat business, or to even get some business. Say, hey, mention this email to me when you place your order and get $5 off, or whatever you're comfortable giving away. Get a free scent circle, whatever the case may be. I know, if you're just starting out, you can't give away the farm as much. We don't want you to be, going into debt for this, but it's a great way. Just if you're looking for a way to get people who haven't bought before, you can throw a little personal special in there.
Yeah, I don't because I think majority of my customers aren't local to me. So I've never done that, surprisingly enough, but
I know Sean and Wendy do. They put, if you
they?
call us directly and mention this order, they do free shipping.
Oh,
So
nice.
they will cover their customers' shipping costs. Again,
Yes.
they've been doing this quite a long time, and most of their business was all virtual. So that's a way that they could help their customers out. I don't offer that just because, like, if they're ordering a bunch of stuff and they're out in California, their shipping could be like upwards of 20 some bucks, and I don't want to eat that cost. I'll eat $5.
Our shipping is so expensive here. Like, just like the simplest little box that I sent to Bath, which is 30 minutes from here, a little box was still $10, and that was the cheapest I could get. So anything out west, you're 20 bucks. So yeah, I don't offer the shipping in that, but I have had customers where, you can buy Scentsy gift certificates and you can break them up. So you can buy a $25 gift certificate and just use so much of it. Like, so I've had customers where I've broken it up into $5 each, where they use the code as long as they shop on my personal website. That I've been able to do before. But here's something so great. A lot of people do not know about our bundle and save page. So sometimes I'll just, like, out of the blue be like, hey, check out our great Scentsy specials. So to customers that haven't seen that before, to them, it's great specials. To me, it's something we have all the time. So I almost, on every time I do like one of these things and it's bars, I'll put like, don't forget, buy 5, get 1 free special, click the button here, and a bunch of them, because you'd be surprised how many people shop and do not bundle bars. It's insane. And I used to call every customer and be like, hey, do you want me to cancel the order and we'll replace it? I don't even do that anymore because there's too many. There's so many. I would be spending all my time trying to cancel people's orders unless like once in a while I get one person that buys 20 single bars and I'm like, oh my God, sweet Jesus. So then I'll call them and go like, you know what, like every 5 you got 1 free. Do you want me to redo the whole order? But it's a pain because we cancel it. They got to wait 3 to 5 days for the money to go back on their credit card. We have to replace the order. So it is tricky. It's very tricky, but yeah, it is what it is. But some people don't care, right? I mean, some people have lots of money. They don't care. They're happy to just go and pick what they want and order it and be done with it.
But I'm sure those people that it was a big order, you saving them money, they're like, oh, hey, she's looking out for me. I'm definitely going to order with her again, because obviously if they're spending that much money, they love Scentsy.
Yeah.
You know, we're getting a little off track here, but
Yeah.
I totally do the same thing. But yeah, if they're a good customer, if they bought before, I'll call them and say, hey, did you want to bundle these? But otherwise, yeah, you can't do it for everybody.
Yep, you just never know. You never know. So, but anyway, I love that Mad Mimi. It's really upped my sales huge. And especially it's like anything, the more you build your business and build your clientele base, and the more people that are getting those emails, you know, mathematical statistics, you get so many that pull the trigger and buy. That'll just decide to buy. And I have people local to Kingston that they just prefer to order online because they know they're going to get it right away from the warehouse instead of waiting for me to like stockpile my orders till I have enough to get the free shipping, right? So like sometimes I'll, you know, I have ones that just, they know they want, they're very particular. She's like, I want it right away. She goes and orders online because she's going to get it right away. And she pays the shipping and she doesn't care. She'd rather pay the $9. So, you know, I mean, I look at what I pay in shipping for stuff that I really want from places. Like, so I try to get free shipping, but sometimes I have to pay that darn shipping charge, and I do it because I want the stuff. So it is what it is. So, or same thing, look at the flash sales, like all the customers that with flash sales, they know they're getting a great deal. So they pay the shipping, you know, to buy on your PWS.
Exactly.
So, and same thing, if they see like good deals that you put on the Mad Mimi send out, then they'll just decide to order right online because they're getting a good deal on something. Sometimes I'll even just send a Mad Mimi out about what's in the clearance. I'll be like, hey, check out our clearance section. And I'll post pictures of like all the warmers that are in the clearance and their regular price and what they're on for with the link to each one. And I'll send, and people will go in, and people love a deal. People love a deal. So it doesn't have to be during a flash sale. I'll just create it on a week that I think, geez, my sales are kind of slow, and I'm gonna try to promote or put a spotlight on something that is there for sale that somebody might go, wow, that would make a great gift. I got to buy somebody a birthday gift next week, that, or in, you know, whatever, and I'm going to order it. So yeah, there's so many ways that you can use that. Now, if you saw on there was also something that said drip campaign. So that's like with drip campaign, that's like where you would send over time. I don't do any of that, but, and there's some other big applications that do things like that. And so Mad Mimi does offer it. I want to say there is more that it offers besides just what we showed you, but I'll be honest, I just use it to do up my like mailings that I send with interactive links. I know something I was going to say. So for example, let's say, you know, with the Christmas skating warmer, okay. And really pictures didn't do it justice unless you saw a video. So you can post a picture and post a link, and the link can be a link that takes you to YouTube to a video. So if you put on a header, you could put, check this out, check out a video of this amazing warmer. And then the link would go to like the YouTube video that you've made or somebody's made of the warmer with the people skating around on the rink. So that's also, you can send those people anywhere through the link. It doesn't have to be just to your PWS. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have any other questions?
And don't feel like you have to, like, if you're sitting there and wondering what to write, I totally will steal from the workstation sometimes. I will copy and paste right from the news tab, because you know what? That's what they're paid for. They're marketing specialists. If I think of something funny or quippy, I'll be like, all right, let's do this. But most of the time it'll be like, okay, I need to get this out, and they wrote it best, so snip, snap, snap, and done.
Or find somebody that's good at it. Like if you get, like over time you meet other people like in the Scentsy business. So I always look for Scentsy mentors. A lot of them are usually in the US. So like I've never met them in real life, but there's one, and I can't even think of her name right now. She's called Blue Cottage. Do you know who that is? Blue Cottage.
Oh, yeah, that's one of my
Mama?
besties. That's
Okay.
Danny
So
Schwepp. She's one of my
she's
friends.
got a beautiful knack for her newsletters. They're gorgeous, beautiful.
Mhm.
Her pictures are gorgeous. I somehow get them. I must have signed up for them. So I will look sometimes and use some of her wording because it's beautiful. But I am terrible at writing, and that it's not my strong suit. So I would not do that myself. So I will use the workstation, or sometimes you'll see just a really great ad for something and it's really well written. I'll copy and paste it and use it on my Mad Mimi. We're just not allowed to use emojis. So you know how like on a Facebook, people put all those emojis when you copy and paste, you gotta take all the emojis out. Mad Mimi won't do emojis, but some people's newsletters are gorgeous. They have a knack for it. Maybe they should have been in the marketing industry, but I'm not. So I try to stick to what, you know, I sort of make it look as nice as I can with what I have to offer, but I try to watch what I write because I want to make sure it's written right and it doesn't have spell check and everything, punctuation check. So yeah, but some people are really good at it. I also follow another girl and she's in the UK. So I don't steal her prices or times or dates, but she writes beautiful stuff and I get her email. Hers isn't Mad Mimi, it's something else. And sometimes I'll use some of her wording because it's really nicely written. You know, as long as you're not, I mean, we all have our own business, right? But we're all marketing the same products. So, you know, look and see what's out there. And that's how you learn, right? That's how you learn and get better at anything, is having mentors and seeing what other people do and go like, wow, that's beautiful. You know, and then go, wow, I should put a picture of my family at the bottom, make it more customized. Those are all things you just learn over time by seeing what everyone else is doing. So, yep.
Absolutely. Any other questions or things you can think of you want to add now? All right, well then I guess we'll shut it down and
Yeah.
everyone go enjoy your holiday season. We'll see you back next Tuesday. Brandy will be here with Visly. If you haven't used it before, it's a game changer. It's huge.
Great
Huge.
for parties, for online parties. Oh, yes. Yeah.
I it
Awesome.
it
Took
saved
the
my
stress,
life
yeah, it took
many
the
times
stress out of
because
online parties for me, for sure.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So all right, thank y'all for coming and we'll see you
guys.
next week.
Okay.